We have arrived safe and sound in Cawood. We are at the old mill. This is the kitchen. We have an auger cooker and some crumpets for cooking on the auger cooker in the tennis racket. I told you I'd explain a tennis racket. So that is a tennis racket for toasting. No other purposes. Anyways, so auger cooker. Kitchen table, and then we go into the hall. This is the front door. We have the hall. Then we have a delightful little powder room here. Hello. Oh, and there's a chandelier in the powder room, so there you go. And swooping around this corner, we have the sitting room with a baby grand piano in it. I will not be taking requests. Maybe I'll play some classical music though and put a brandy glass on it and see if I can get some tips anyways. Little sofa. There we go. And next is the dining room. So we've got the dining room. And all sorts of board games and books and chess and things. I think we'll be a bit too busy for that. What do you think? I think so. Oh, and this is our knight in shining armour. That might be dangerous later when I come home from the pub. Just a little bit. And then we ascend the stairs. Hello. Right, so this is the main bedroom. Lovely chandelier, telly, view of the river out the window. Can't see the river from this window, obviously, but there you are. And then into this bathroom with a copper bathtub and copper sink. Very nice, lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, get everyone up in the morning. All right, back out past the four-poster. Such fun. Come back to the landing and door number 2. Very cute little bedroom for 2 small ones, and it shares the washroom on the other side, but the snick's across so you can't let yourself in. There we are. And mind the step. Mind the step. Which leads us to the next bedroom with a very sweet little bed. They're very cute, aren't they? There we are. Nice little view at the window. I think Mum's gone into the river garden, so I might do that next. And back we go. And door number 3. Another little washroom with a clawed tub. And a very impressive shower, if I do say so myself. It's very impressive in here. Very impressive. All right. Oh dear. How are you all? It's good to see you. All right. Up the stairs. Whew. Up these ones we go. It's very creaky. And in here you need to mind your head. So another little bedroom up here. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And there's the car. A shed. And we go back out here. And a final room This is sitting area rather, and a cute little bed. So there we are. And then this just looks out over some of the houses. So there we are. This is where we are for the next 5 days. Oh, and we have to mind our heads in here as well. I'm not sure I'm going to be sitting on there because then I'll end up with my head stuck through the ceiling and we'll have to come and get me out of, well, essentially open air. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this mini tour. I'm going to head back downstairs now because I've got the luggage and things to get in. So there we are, there we are, there we are. All right. Have fun. Enjoy the day. And you know where I'll be. And I might know the time. Toodaloo.
Well, hello. I hope you enjoyed your tour of the old mill. I've just got some pictures of it here for you so that you can see some stills as opposed to moving about, because I do believe the second video got quite blurry. I think it was filmed upside down as well. To think, well, it was when I arrived yesterday, so anything could have been the problem there. Who knows? Anyways, we find ourselves in Cawood at the old mill. Normally when we are in Cawood, we stay at the Castle Gatehouse, but alas, it was fully booked. How rude. They're also doing some renovations on the Castle Gatehouse right now, and the banqueting hall, it's all scaffolded up. So I haven't really taken any pictures of it because I don't really want to remember it like that per se, although it would be interesting. So maybe tomorrow or Tuesday I will nip over and take some pictures because it's just a 2-second walk away, so it's not like it would be out of the way. I'd go now, but it is raining out. Actually, I'd go anyways because it's raining out. I do like the rain. The Castle Gatehouse was built by, well, the Castle Gatehouse and castle were built by Cardinal Wolsey. And supposedly the nursery rhyme about Humpty Dumpty sitting on a wall is about when Cardinal Wolsey was in Cawood and fell and bumped his head and died fairly shortly afterwards. I think he was either getting onto a boat or getting off a boat to go somewhere or come back from somewhere and fell and hit his head. So that's the origin of that. The old mill is quite interesting, as Mum remembers walking past it as a child with windows missing, junk piled high up into these empty windows, and in general it looking very, very run down. So it's very wonderful to see it built back up again from that perspective. And I think she's really enjoying being in it, as there's just so many cutesy things. There are nearly, there's mirrors all over the place. So the running joke right now is, I would do such and such, but I don't think I can find a mirror. But it is quite fun. We are having quite a wonderful time in the old mill, and I am up in the attic bedroom just having a whale of a time. I also just found out that the name Cawood comes from ca or ka, meaning hollow, then wood. So meaning that if you lived here, you lived in a wooded or hollow or wooded field. The village sits along the river Ouse, and from what I remember, Ouse means water, so the river is called Water River, which is very, very logical. Then we made some aga crumpets and toast. If you've never had an aga crumpet, you must figure out how to have one for yourself. I'm rather fancying making a grilled cheese on an aga, but I suspect that might go rather badly. But we do have some cheese and we do have some hovis, so maybe tomorrow, but I don't want to end up with sticky cheese all over the place if it doesn't work. But I think there's something in this. The key, I think, is just in making sure it's all pressed together well. But maybe tomorrow morning for breakfast I'll see if I can make an aga grilled cheese sandwich. The key for making toast on an aga is keeping an eye on the items that you are toasting and to turn them over rather frequently because it only toasts the bottom, so you want to make sure the bottom and the top toast evenly, unless you like your toast, you know, cooked on one side and spongy on the other, which is also, you know, an interesting way to eat toast. But crumpets do need some toasting. You need to put them in the toaster about 3 times before they come up absolutely squidgy and perfect. But making them on an aga is much superior. And if you've never had them on an aga, figure that out and go and make it happen for your life. You'll just be astounded. Anyways, having just eaten breakfast, we went for a walk to see Janet, who was expecting us. She had an assortment of fruitcake, scones, fairy cakes, all sorts of buns and things waiting for us. Oh, and this is a picture of what Cawood Castle supposedly looked like quite some time ago. Who knows? Oh, and here are the cakes that Janet had waiting for us. So there you go. You can see it for yourself. Then it was off to Bridlington with Mum and Auntie V. Auntie V had made us a picnic that we could then eat by the seaside. We went to visit... who did we go to visit? I'm not really sure who we went to visit. We went to visit someone that Mum knows, and she needed some information from and to take a picture of a copy of a picture that they have. So we went and we got that taken care of at Bridlington. And then I had a bit of a nap actually at the friend's house in Bridlington on his sofa. I kept nodding off, as we say, and then waking myself up and looking quite silly. So the driver said, which is me, before we are allowed to go anywhere else, we need to feed me, or else I'm not going to manage to make it any further today. So we went over to Bridlington Seaside, pulled in by the seaside. We couldn't actually see the sea from where we were sitting, but we had a delightful little picnic that Auntie V packed for us. And then we were thinking about going up to Filey and then to Scarborough, but decided to visit Flamborough instead and see the lighthouse before coming back to Cawood and frequenting the pubs. Enjoy the drive, and I will tell you about the pubs in a moment. So we started out our pub excursion at the Jolly because they have Copperberg, and I absolutely adore Copperbergs, but the live music in there was just too much to handle, so we decided to walk home. But we could hear Elvis coming from the ferry pub and decided that we should call in. And it was an absolute excellent idea, except for the fact that when we were leaving the Jolly, I decided to buy a Copperberg from the Jolly to go. And you're not technically supposed to take alcohol you've purchased from one establishment into another establishment. So I had to tuck it under my arm, and then we had to buy another drink at the ferry for us to enjoy. And I had the Copperberg tucked under my arm, and it was all very funny, but at least I didn't drop the Copperberg and then have to defend to the ferry pub staff what I was doing. So there we go. And now the Copperberg's in the fridge waiting for either tomorrow night or Tuesday night for me to drink it. I also really hope the Elvis stuff doesn't get taken down, because his name was Lewis and it was all advertised as Lewis. And he was an absolutely brilliant young man performing in front of all of these people, and it was such a grand evening and very entertaining. We had one heck of an evening. Vanessa and I stayed up till about 2 o'clock in the morning. When we got back from the pub, I thoroughly rammed my head into the chandelier in the powder room, and it was quite funny. Quite funny. Just so funny. Anyways, there's day 7. Oh, this was something else that was funny. We got into the Jolly, and there was a man in the Jolly that looked exactly like Graham, and Graham lives in the village. And I nearly walked up to him and said, "Hi, Graham, how are you?" And it wasn't Graham at all. Nope. It was not Graham. But they definitely had the same haircut and the same mustache, so it was very funny. Oh well, enjoy some Lewis, talented young Lewis, and enjoy me knocking into the chandelier, and I hope you have a great evening, and I really hope all the Lewis stuff stays up, because it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
Auspicious smile. Saw your old friend, I know. Nobody say hello. But I still see suspicion in your eyes. Be true. Never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Wasn't spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Everybody, I want to see those hands. Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me. Look at the night. When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. There's a wonder, the wonder of you. I've never seen it. Everybody else, everybody knows somebody. Listen to the jazz of the rhyme. Spotty Mary plays on the saxophone. Little Joe's born on the slide trombone. Come on, man, I'm gonna crash for a man. All the rhythms everyone I'm gonna go hear the dance right. Everybody dance right. Everybody knows somebody. Listen to the jazz of the rhyme. Number 46, it's a moment free.